The entertainment world is mourning the loss of Michael Patrick, a gifted Irish actor and writer who passed away at just 35 years old following a 3-year fight against motor neuron disease. The Belfast-born talent, who had built a respected career across television and theatre, breathed his last at the Northern Ireland Hospice on the night of April 7, 2026, leaving behind a legacy that stretched far beyond his screen appearances. His wife, Naomi Sheehan, broke the heartbreaking news to the world through an emotional Instagram post on April 8. In her tribute, she confirmed that he had spent his final 10 days under hospice care, surrounded by those who loved him most. "Words can't describe how broken-hearted we are," she wrote. "He passed peacefully surrounded by family and friends, reflecting on the man he was, not just in sickness, but throughout his entire life." Naomi added, "It's been said more than once that Mick was an inspiration to everyone who was privileged enough to come into contact with him, not just in the past few years during his illness, but in every day of his life. He lived a life as full as any human can live: joy, abundance of spirit, infectious laughter. A titan of a ginger-haired man." Patrick had first received his devastating diagnosis in February 2023. Motor neuron disease is an incurable neurological condition that progressively destroys the nerves responsible for controlling muscle movement, ultimately affecting a person's ability to walk, speak, breathe, and swallow. The disease had also taken his father's life years before, making his own diagnosis carry a particularly heavy personal weight. Yet Michael refused to let illness define him or silence his creative voice. Rather than retreating from public life, he channeled his experience into art. He starred in a powerful reimagining of Shakespeare's Richard III at Belfast's Lyric Theatre, rewriting the title character's disability as a terminal illness, a direct and deeply personal reflection of his own reality. The performance earned him a standing ovation and later a prestigious win at the Stage Awards. He also began developing My Right Foot, a one-man show named after where he first noticed symptoms of MND, which he described as a spiritual follow-up to his earlier work. On television, Patrick was known for appearing as a wildling in Season 6 of HBO's Game of Thrones. He also featured in Blue Lights, This Town, Blasts from the Past, The Spectacular, and Krypton, among others. As a writer, he co-created the acclaimed BBC series My Left Nut, drawn from his own teenage experiences, which earned 3 Royal Television Society awards. His final Instagram post, published on February 6, revealed that doctors had given him approximately 1 year to live. Yet he signed off with characteristic optimism, writing that he still had lots to live for and lots planned. The MND Association paid tribute, calling him a great advocate for motor neuron disease, a talented actor, and a lovely man. Michael Patrick is survived by his wife Naomi, his mother, his siblings, and his nephew. He was 35.